In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Hello everyone, Science Viking here, and it's time to continue with Darkest Dungeon. Well, now that we have Clerinell back, because she apparently decided to claw her way out of the afterlife to get back into the fight, well, she's going to need a week to recover before we can actually get her back into questing. Also, well, she didn't want us to put her in the ground. I suppose now we know why. Anyway, my next mission is going to involve a Antiquarian, so Trinket Scrounge? That's rather nice. Let's see what, I'm gonna teach her Encourage. Let's also actually visit the guild. I'm gonna be using some low-level heroes, including our Crusader. Alright. Holy Lance is not a bad ability, but I think Battle Heal is better. So I'm going to have him get Battle Heal. And then I'm going to upgrade Smite and Stunning Blow. Let's see. I think I know what team I want to use to take on my next quest. Let's look into upgrading Bowen. Let's see. Chop and Solemnity. And let's look into upgrading Fairfax. We can get, I'd say she really has all the abilities I need her to have. She's Resolve level 0, so I can't upgrade any of them. Damour is also good. Let's see. I want to upgrade... I think I'll upgrade Zealous Accusation, and then at that point I'd say we've spent enough gold, it's time to provision for the mission. So, let's embark. Let's see. Team composition I would like to use, it's Bowen, Adenel. They both deal equally well with being in the front, though switching Bowen to using Battle Heal. Damour, Witch Hunt, and Fairfax. And yeah, we're not attempting to take on the Sunken Crew just yet. Let's see. I can gather 3 Ancestors' Relics, it would give me the Protective Padlock and then a Town Event. I don't think I want to try one of those with an Antiquarian. Alright, I could do a long exploration mission in the ruins. To get a very good trinket for a highwayman. And the other advantage to going into the ruins is Adenel has Smite, which deals extra damage versus Unholy, which all of the skeletons are. Alternatively, I could get a Book of Relaxation, which I believe I already have multiple of, for an Explore mission in the Warrens. Or I could pop over to the Weald, and I could induce the Caregivers Convention event to happen by gathering 3 medicines. But I don't, like I said, I don't think I want to do one of these missions with an Antiquarian. And this short scouting mission would only get us a deteriorating bracelet. I think I'm actually going to take on the long exploration mission in the ruins. I do need to spend more time in the Weald, but the sharpening sheath could be exceedingly useful for a close-range bounty hunter, with abilities like Open Vein and Wicked Slice. Both of which can actually be used for mid-range, so they synergize well with Grape Shot Blast and Pistol Shot. So, here we go. Alright, we've got a lot of firewood. 3 shovels because it's a long mission, but we don't need shovels as badly in... only get... Yeah, I'm not going to worry as much about anti-venom because there aren't as many enemies that can inflict poison. Oh, I really don't need that many of those. Bring some holy water. bring numerous torches, bring a lot of food. Yeah, we're going to be making camp twice in all probability. 24 food is probably good. And anything else to bring? Let's bring another bandage. And I think we're good. The ruins bear all the signs of your ancestors' frenzied digging.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar. Now, foreign.
Okay, I'm going to drop Withstand for Purge. I'm going to... This is the moment that I realize that I forgot to change out any of the trinkets, and thus no one is properly equipped. Well, this mission just became more challenging. Well, it's really a classic of this channel, that lovely classic science Viking incompetence. Oh, we found a free torch. Knew I was forgetting something. Well, let's just say that makes things interesting. Ooh.
Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
Alright, the volumes are desiccated and unremarkable. So far, this whole mission has been desiccated and unremarkable. Still nothing. And now we got something. Skeletons and a crazy guy. Well, I suppose you'd have to be crazy to team up with skeletons. Let's see. You're not going to be able to take out the Arablast, but you can at least attempt to take out the Courtier. See if you can one-shot the Madman. Almost. Well, in that case, Zealous Accusation will finish off the
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Let me see. I'm gonna use Dazzling Light and try and stun the Courtier. His evasion is really good. Like, that is one agile Courtier. I don't like this. I don't like that.
Palpable fear.
Alright. Not blighted for much, but I can gradually wear him down. And Divine Comfort.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
And Battle Heal. Ooh, critical too. Unfortunately, I suspect that Fairfax is going to be have her resolve tested very soon.
Ears, blurred vision. The end approaches.
Well, on our first battle, we have a paranoid Antiquarian. Yay.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Well, Purge at least did its job. Please don't target the Antiquarian. Okay, that's better. Alright. Just gonna quick invoke Defender, essentially. And since we've pulled them forward, I believe they can no longer use Tempting Goblet or Quarrel. They're limited to their less damaging abilities. Okay. That's bad. Well, let's see if we can kill the Arablast.
Their formation
We can.
is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Yeah. Alright, Smite should put this guy down.
Fiend.
Crescendo box. That's interesting. Got some very good loot. Oh, what to drop? Let's drop the 50 gold for the rare antique. And may as well use food to try and heal the Antiquarian up to it. That's good enough. So we have an afflicted person on.
Waiting to be spent.
We managed to have someone afflicted on our first to drop. What is there that I can really afford? There's really nothing I can reasonably afford to drop this early. Ah, screw it. Against my better judgment, dropping the anti-venom. We managed to have someone afflicted in room 3 on our first battle. This bodes ill. Then again, a lot of things do. Alright, and Tempting Goblet. At least it missed this time. Friend and foe mingle to conspire against me. Alright. Intrigue and treachery abound. This is how one survives countless conspiracies. Alright. Just gonna keep blighting this guy. It won't do much, but it'll do something. Here's hoping my other heroes actually get to act soon. Alright. Hugh. Let's see if I can kill both of them. I cannot. Alright, Divine Comfort. Let's do a bit of healing to everyone. And this should finish both of them off.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Yay, Tempting Goblet again. She's gonna have a heart attack before the end of this, I just know it. Especially since they're focusing on her. And she's at death's door again.
Facing the abyss.
Alright, Divine Grace. And Battle Heal. And Purge. Oh, it's the end of the corpses. Okay, at least Knife in the Dark missed. Twice! That's nice. Unfortunately, Festering Vapors also missed. And Smite.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
And Chop. Ho 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 ho! Alright.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Okay, given the Antiquarian's mental state and the fact that we have the ability to camp twice, I'm gonna camp now. I'm also gonna see if I have any camping skills I can rearrange. Nope. So, let's camp.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
Alright, Feast. Sanctuary. Even with that, the Antiquarian's stress level is still dangerously high. Stand tall. Remain vigilant, my friend. Let's see, Trinket Scrounge. Resupply or Wound Care. Let's start with Trinket Scrounge. And we got a Scouting Whistle, which no one can equip. And I'm gonna go with Pep Talk to reduce her stress intake, since her stress is already dangerously high. And let's rest. And Sanctuary, I think, will prevent us from having a nighttime ambush, but I might be wrong.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Well, here's hoping we have that strength. And medicinal herbs. Way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the medicinal herbs to follow it. I think everybody's at full health, so I can't use food to heal anyone. Alright. Let's try to avoid losing anyone to a heart attack. Alright. Hugh cannot reliably kill the bone rabble,
Executed
so I'll
with
stick with Chop.
impunity.
Ow. And smite. And miss. And judgment will at least wear the courtier down.
Momentary abatement.
And festering vapors should be the end of him. Alright, that just leaves the bone rabble.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Dazzling light to prevent him from getting a turn, in case he's faster than the other team members. Chop. And that's the end of him.
Pit.
Alright.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Also, since the primary goal of this mission is just to make money, if we end up having to retreat but we make a significant profit along the way, that might be okay. Also, I don't think this is my imagination. Enemies are consistently faster than us. Like, not 100% of enemies, but there's pretty much always an enemy that is faster than any member of my team in every group. Great quarrel. Alright. Bump in the night isn't particularly dangerous, but unsurprisingly, the main purpose of the rabble is just to be roadblocks. Alright, dazzling light. The fewer Arablests get to shoot at us, the better.
A blazing star is born.
Alright. The rabble are down, and I can then use Purge to get rid of the corpses. And we have to deal with one quarrel, which missed. Right. Such obvious deceit. Well, in that case, I'll heal the vessel. I don't know, use Dazzling. Oh, I can't. Well, let's hit this one with Judgment then. And that just leaves Purge. And now they can only use Bayonet Jab. Alright, Festering Vapors again. Just keep wearing them down. I mean, Bayonet Jab isn't harmless, but it's not as bad as Quarrel. Right, Divine Comfort.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Whereas Bayonet Jab has yet to hit. And Hugh.
Confidence
and
surges
win!
as the enemy crumbles.
Okay. Despite the fact that I used a camping skill to get it, I'm dropping the scouting missile for more busts. I'm not lighting that again. At least not this time. I may... When I have a stronger team and someone isn't already afflicted, I might actually use one of those again. But for now... no. Shamblers are too dangerous. This might actually be the mission where we end the mission with 4 people afflicted. Or we might have a few people come out virtuous. Okay, this is going to be a tough group to deal with. Okay, Festering Vapors on the Fusilier. The Fusilier is more dangerous than the Cutthroat because we have bandages. Actually, probably, in hindsight, should have used Purge. Oh, Dazzling Light on the Cutthroat. Stunning Blow on the Bloodletter. And that leaves only the Fusilier as actually getting a turn. I mean, Blanket Fire is kind of a problem, but when that's all they get, I feel a little better. One who has served a sorcerer knows evil lurks everywhere. Alright, just keep blighting the Fusilier. It's a slow way to kill him, but it will kill him eventually. Actually gonna use Judgment on the Fusilier. Okay, he's out.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Unfortunately, we're gonna get shanked. And we have bleeding. Alright. Just gonna use Smite. Oh, yay, point blank. Ow. But, in addition to clearing corpses, Purge will throw this guy back. He'll throw him out of position. Alright. And Festering Vapors on the Bloodletter, just to wear him down a bit more. And Chop. Let's see if we can get rid of the Cutthroat. Almost. Oh, Divine Comfort.
A momentary abatement.
Alright. Let's hope this luck continues, and it doesn't. Well, at least that missed. You can't fool me with that pantomime. So a paranoid person will yell at you for not being hit, and will also yell at you for being hit, by saying you got hit on purpose. Well, I suppose that's paranoia for you. Oh, at least you resisted the bleeding. Unpredictable. Why are you hiding behind the Vestal?
Their cursed champion falls.
Oh.
This expedition at least promises success.
Locked sarcophagus. Well, I've never tried a skeleton key on it. And it reveals a whole bunch of gold, but we have to drop something.
The light, the promise of safety.
You know what? It's only 1,100 gold. It's not actually worth dropping anything we're currently carrying for. At least it's probably not. And holy water, it will grant a buff. Let's give that to the afflicted person. Minus 15% stress, plus 30% damage is kind of wasted.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
But afflicted or not, I don't want anyone having a heart attack on this mission. Of course, having to backtrack is going to make that a challenge, but we're fortunate. We've been pretty fortunate with the backtracking so far, honestly. This is really the worst it's going to get, and otherwise... Because we haven't been fortunate with the backtracking so far, we're just fortunate with the map layout for this quest, because there isn't going to be much other backtracking that we'll have to do. A little, but not very much. I'm not touching that. This quest is going poorly enough just due to my own incompetence. I don't need to add a shambler onto that. But, for instance, if I follow this path through here and then over down this way and then up, and then I can actually fit the entire rest of the map into a straight line, except for one room, and you can usually afford to skip at least one room.
The trap maker's art, his efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
We stashed heirlooms, and we didn't need to drop anything to pick that up. How much longer before I'm gonna have to make camp again? Alright. Okay, I think I have a plan. Okay, chop on the soldier. Dazzling light on one of the Arablests.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Stunning blow on the defender, because you're not going to be able to kill him in one hit. Except you resisted stunning blow. Ow. Very ow. And axe blade. That's less painful. Okay, festering vapors. That plus 30% damage is actually making a bit of a difference. I'm really glad that missed. Okay. Chop wasn't enough to finish him off. Divine Grace, get the Antiquarian back to being marginally healthy. Right. And I was going to kill him with Zealous Accusation, but it makes no difference. Since I actually have a corpse clearing attack, there's no benefit to damaging the corpses. Really do want to stop being hit by Quarrel, though. Oh, that had to miss, didn't it? I say I want to stop being hit by Quarrel, and so the game says, "Oh, you're tired of Quarrel? Well, here's more Quarrel!"
Momentary abatement.
Well, that really is Darkest Dungeon. This game will do everything that it can to destroy you. Actually, Nervous Stab should finish the job. There we go. Divine Comfort. Everyone's health is uncomfortably low. And Smite. Almost there. And Chop. There we go.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Go for medicinal herbs. Haven't tried a skeleton key on this, but haven't tried a shovel either. Well, let's just try opening it. Yeah, I probably should have known better. You're right. Ooh, successful scouting. Okay, this hallway is a trap, and very successful scouting. This hallway is a trap, so I'm not taking this hallway. Ooh, a secret door. I can actually avoid this hallway entirely. So we are going to need to... I think after we've done this room battle is probably what I'm going to do the next. When I'm going to make camp again. Though, at the same time, we can only make camp one more time when we're kind of running low on resources. Alright. Festering Vapors. Yeah, I'll use it on the Courtier. He's more fragile. Okay, Chop on the more durable one. Right. Use Dazzling Light on the Courtier because he hasn't attacked yet. I almost said because he hasn't attacked. And Smite. Alright, all we have to deal with this round is Quarrel. I mean, that's a lot, but it's only... we can survive, I think. And now we get another Quarrel. Alright. Alright! Battlefield Healing. Or Battle Heal. Divine Comfort. Yeah, the enemy isn't going to get another turn this round. So, Purge. And now all he can use is Bayonet Jab. That actually went alright. Thou art judged.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Definitely need to keep the skeleton key. Citrine is worth giving up. Onyx is only worth 500 and we've only found one, so... I'll drop the Onyx for the deeds. However, I've just made up my mind in regards to camping. And we're definitely camping in this room. Right. The reason is because of that secret room. We need to clear out some inventory space. Alright, go for the soldier. And eliminate the soldier. Alright. See if we can only have to deal with one Quarrel. And Smite. Alright. Purge next, so we have to get hit by Quarrel once or possibly twice, and then once we can use Purge, we shouldn't have a problem anymore. Alright. Just keep wearing them down. Wow. And Purge. And now they can't use Quarrel anymore. I mean, Bayonet Jab isn't a bad ability, but it's nothing compared to Quarrel. And now we just need the two front runners to kill these guys. Smite! Alright. Just keep accumulating festering vapors on this guy. Okay, Fairfax, does that satisfy you more? Alright, Divine Comfort.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Alright. And Zealous Accusation to kill both of them.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
This is a first for me, but I think I'm actually going to give up the 2 busts. I mean, we already have 12. And make camp. Feast.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Okay. Wound care on yourself. Or you can't use it on yourself, but never mind. Alright, Sanctuary, because a nighttime ambush would be very bad. Stand tall. Okay, that worked. Let's use Encourage on the Vestal. That worked. Okay. And I think I'll use Pep Talk on the Vestal since she's close to becoming afflicted. And that's the end of that. Plenty of blood left to shed this day.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted,
And
purpose is made clear.
we are going this way because we want to find that secret room. I'm ignoring the alchemy table. Alright, light up another torch, and use our last skeleton key. Okay, the trapezohedron is worth 3,500. The maximum amount of gold that can fit in a single stack is only 2,500, so this is an increase in the amount that we're carrying. Now we may as well visit this room just to get it filled in, to reduce the distance we have to travel. I'm not entirely sure at what point we will have explored 90% of the rooms in this dungeon. 1, 2, 3. Let's assume this one doesn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's assume the secret room doesn't count. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So for every 10 rooms, we can afford to skip 1 room. I don't know whether it rounds up or down, which means we can afford to skip a total of either 1 or 2 rooms. So our last room will be either this one or this one. I don't have a key for that anymore. But 125
Finding the
gold!
the first test. Now it must be carried home.
125 gold! Yay! Alright, and it's a good thing we still have a shovel. I am still prepared to scrub this mission at a moment's notice if things go far enough south. Ooh, cultists! And Tempting Goblet, and probably a Tested Resolve. Paranoid! So we have 2 paranoid people now!
The shadows whisper of conspiracy.
So 2 different people are paranoid. Are they going to be standing and accusing each other back and forth of being in league with the monsters? Alright. Chop on the cultist brawler. Alright. I'm actually going to use Judgment and just finish him off. Because I want the brawler out of the fight. Okay, he resisted move at least. And smite. Right. Just stay. Alright, Fairfax, just stay on the court. Just keep wearing him down. Please resist it. Oh. Well, in that case, heal the leper. Alright. Dazzling light on the acolyte. I have a plan. Would be better if that had worked, but let's see if I can kill the defender with Purge. No, I can't, but I can force him severely out of position. Which means he's reduced to using clumsy axe blade. Alright, move back 2. That'll get us back into formation. Alright. Ow. And her resolve is tested. And masochistic. That's not good.
Those who covet injury find it in no short supply.
So okay, so we have 3 out of 4 people afflicted now. Oh, let's see if I can finish. Actually, Zealous Accusation should still kill him. It should and will are very different things.
A momentary abatement.
Oh, let's see if we can take him out with Hugh. This group is really persistent. Alright, that should be the end of the courtier. Yeah, he's blighted for 3. That just leaves the acolyte.
A death by inches.
Well, thou art judged. Unfortunately, thou hath survived being judged. Ooh, the unmovable helmet.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Though we already have one of those, so I can afford to leave it behind. Okay, a hallway battle and that's it. And this is, we're gonna be pushing it to the limit with this one. Fortunately, the enemies aren't that difficult this time. Especially since we surprised them. Alright. Yeah, I didn't expect that to kill. Alright. Let's see if I can kill both of these with Hugh. I can! These foes' minds are sharp. Must keep them guessing. That's actually not bad. Sacrifice myself for the good of the light. It's actually not that bad. I think the Vestal at least was actually damaged. And Judgment can finish off the spider.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Finally, a fight that actually went mostly well. I mean, even the one time that an affliction affected combat, it wasn't really a big deal. It's like the game is taking pity on me. I should probably be worried. Okay, this is going to be a bit more of a problem, but assuming the Vestal can move before the Arablest, we're okay. And as I say that, the opposite happens. Well, at least Quarrel missed. That did happen, though. Well, Dazzling Light. That's him out of the way, and Bumping the Night does very little. Perhaps you aren't colluding with them after all. And Hugh. Beware the creeping gloom. Not all will flee the light. And Zealous Accusation. And Zealous Accusation to clear at least one of the corpses. It would have been better to use Purge, but I didn't get the opportunity. Just keep wearing him down. And Chop should finish him when we get a chance to use it. May as well get everyone up to full, except for the one who will refuse.
Soothed. Sedated.
And chop. And miss. Well, just gonna keep trying to damage him. Oh right, he can only use bayonet jab. How did I manage to forget that? I've been exploiting it this whole quest. Same way I managed to forget to equip any trinkets to anyone.
Seize
That's
this
how.
momentum. Push on to the task's end.
I think we're at the point where I can feel okay dropping the holy water. We've gotten enough of a haul that I can pass on curio interactions before. And
Packs
torch
laden
beyond
with
measure.
loot are often low on supplies.
Is there doubt as to whether a torch constitutes loot or supplies? Alright, got a crate full of something. Heirlooms.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
If you think I've been performing this task well, Ancestor, your standards are very low. Ah, it's the same group we just killed before. Unfortunately, I think we didn't surprise them this time. Also, Bowen has been a champ. His stress has not risen above 50% for the entire mission. Alright, that's okay. That is less than okay. I was hoping to use Zealous Accusation and finish him off. Well, still gonna focus on Dazzling Light because I don't want to deal with Quarrel. Burn in the holy flame. There's blackness here, cannot let it touch me. Oh, that leaves him just moving back. And now the Vestal won't let him move back forward. Yeah, we are quite a dysfunctional team. Alright, let's use Nervous Stab to get rid of the... Alright. This flame grants power through sacrifice. Alright, let's see if I can stun him again. He has stun resistance, but yes I can. Alright, that just leaves Purge to get rid of the corpses. And we've basically got him because now all he can use is bayonet jab. Now it's just a matter of wearing him down, which shouldn't take that long. Okay, you try to move forward. Only the unfaithful fear death. Alright, Judgment. Critical healing on yourself. And chop.
Eradicated.
Alright. Now we don't have inventory space for the food, so I'm just gonna feed it to people. Okay. This is a challenging group. I think we can take them, but this is a challenging group. Hear me, Flame, this blood is yours. Now grant me power! Alright, I don't want to be hit with Stress Wave. Your persecution has come to an end. Alright, Smite on the Defender. And Chop on the Defender. We have plenty of bandages. I'm less afraid of Rents the Old Gods than I am of what the Defender can do. Alright. Yes! Again! Actually, if the Vestal is masochistic, she may be colluding with them. The fact that they're injuring her isn't really evidence that she isn't colluding with them if she wants to be injured. Right. And Purge. Now he has to use Stumbling Scratch, and the other two are susceptible to most attacks that's made. And the Aura Blessed can be hit by Dazzling Light. Oh, great. Alright. Alright, I'm going to use Zealous Accusation as a prelude to using Q next turn. And in addition, I'm just going to keep trying to wear the Aura Blessed down. And it missed. Well, Zealous Accusation missed, and cue the heart attack. And Fairfax is at death's door. Oh, Divine Grace. Is this the second or the third time she's been at death's door? Whoa. Even with the accuracy buff, Hugh still missed. Of course it did. I needed it to hit. That's the time it's most likely to miss. You really need it not to.
Exposed to a killing blow.
No, take me instead! Is it wrong that I actually find the masochist afflicted lines kind of funny? Alright. I actually probably shouldn't have done that. I should have attacked the other ones.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Alright, that's exactly what I wanted you to do. Alright, he's bleeding for a lot, so let's see if he can kill this thing.
Obliterated.
Okay. I'm okay with giving up those items. And heirlooms. I'm actually going to accept losing the 4 crests. I could give up the 1 shovel, but we don't have scouting for everything, and there could be an obstacle, and if our stress levels are truly dangerously high. And Bowen's Resolve is tested. Vigorous! Well, we had to have some good luck.
Can foster hope and resilience.
Reaper is well known to me. I do not fear him. Alright, what do we get here? Well, I have to light a torch anyway. Which brings torches onto the list of things that we've run out of, along with food, firewood, and hope. Okay, even though we have an empty inventory slot that could theoretically have useful items in it, I am not risking it. We are returning to the hamlet.
The great ruins belong to us. And we will find whatever secrets they hold.
25,000 gold, in addition to the 7,500 reward. 9 crests. I forgot how many crests we were getting for this, in addition to the 12, and then 18 busts. And a couple of deeds to round everything out. That was a challenging quest. I mean, everyone's resolve was tested and 3 people were afflicted, but that was quite well rewarded. And Fairfax is a ruins explorer, that's good. Adenel's Fear of the Eldritch isn't likely to be much of a problem, since I would mostly use him in the ruins, which has few Eldritch enemies. Hylomania, I think that's probably better than Thanatophobia, but I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure Hylomania means that he'll interact with some curios without permission, which is not ideal.
There is a great horror beneath the manor. A crawling chaos that must be destroyed.
Okay, well, let's get some stress treatment going. Alright, Damor will only transept, so let's get her transepted. Adenel can be cloistered. Let's see if I can upgrade the Abbey. Let's see, I could upgrade the Abbey to increase its stress recovery, though it would cost basically all the heirlooms we've got. You know what? I think I'm actually going to do that, especially since I have a Crusader with maxed out stress. Yeah, I'll do that.
A man in a robe. claiming communion with the divine. Madness.
Alright. And confirm treatment. And that just leaves Fairfax in need of treatment. And I'll drop Fairfax in the transept. Alright, and how's Bowen actually doing? He's okay. I mean, his stress level at 43 is a little high, but he does have access to Solemnity to reduce his own stress mid-quest, so he could reasonably go on another mission today before needing to be de-stressed. And Clerinell has finished being treated for her hemophilia, though fragile is a bit of a problem. What would it cost to remove fragile? It would cost only 1,200 gold to remove Clerinell's fragile quirk. Really, yeah, there's no good argument against it. It's a potentially very damaging quirk, but it isn't expensive to get rid of, so I'll just commit her for treatment. Yeah, we'll get her back into the action eventually, but she's gonna, unsurprisingly, it's gonna take her a little while to recover from being dead. That's not something you can really just walk off. Anyway, this isn't going to be the end for the video. We've only done one quest, but I am going to get us a fresh recording file in hopes of warding off future sound problems. So I will be back in a moment.
Let me share with you the terrible wonders I have come to know.
You know, I think I'll pass. You can keep them to yourself. Anyway, I am back with a lovely fresh recording file, and we have some gold to spend. Let's look into the Nomad Wagon. What's this? Guardian's Shield. Plus 10% prot, plus 50% healing received, and plus 10 dodge if in position 4. Isn't position 4 the rearmost position? I've always assumed position 1 is the farthest forward. So, there is actually some utility to that. There are, in fact, 4 abilities that he can use in position 4. There are actually 4 abilities you can use in position 4. Specifically, Bellow, Defender, Command, and Bolster. So he would essentially be using Bellow to debuff the enemy, and Command to buff his Command and Bolster to buff his teammates, and then Defender. And that's actually viable. That's a really odd approach to using a Man-at-Arms, but that's actually viable. Though I'm not confident enough in the value of that strategy to spend 17,500 gold on a trinket to enhance it, as useful as it could be with his ability to use Defender. Let's see, Snake Oil. Snake Oil! It's a placebo! Minus 10% stress! I think I'm actually going to buy the Snake Oil. It could be useful. Now, let's upgrade some equipment. Let's check out Traley. Upgrade her armor. Tardif and Sword of All should be maximally upgraded. Especially Tardif, since he's the one who has hard skinned locked in. Right. I believe Vavasaur is maxed out. Oh no, he's not. Let's see. I'll upgrade his armor. Let's see. Cardinal is pretty well upgraded. That's really all the gold I should spend on upgrading equipment for now. Let's see, what abilities of TARDIS can I upgrade? Crush to increase the accuracy and critical chance. Rampart to increase the accuracy, critical chance, and the knockback and stun chance. I think I'll get that. Let's see, upgrading Defender increases the prot bonus. I think I'll also upgrade Retribution. Now let's put another point into Rampart. I believe Vavasor is as upgraded as he can get, or as upgraded as he can get in the abilities I care about. Who else? Roard could use some upgrades. Let's see, upgrading If It Bleeds would increase the probability of inflicting bleeding, and give it a chance of actually getting and increase its critical hit chance, and its accuracy. I think I'll hold off on upgrading her anymore. I think I'll upgrade Crush, Riposte, and Defender. Now let's see how Cardinal... I mean, Cardinal is going to be warming the bench. Okay, she's already pretty well upgraded, and she's going to be warming the bench for a while, because we do not have the heroes to staff a champion-level mission. She can only go on champion-level missions. Which means, in the meantime, Traley is going to be the actual Vestal that we use. So, let's learn Illumination, now that we're in a situation where stealth is a thing we have to deal with. And in fact, I'm more likely to use Illumination than Judgment in most fights. But let's put some points into the usual healing abilities. And let's increase Dazzling Light's stun chance. And then another point in Divine Comfort will be good. And while we have 10,000 gold, I think that's where I'm going to draw the line on spending. And we have new heroes, but there's nobody I want to trade for some... there's no one who is... None of these people is impressive enough for me to want to dismiss someone we already have. So for now, let's embark. Let's see, Bowen is staying on the bench. The team is going to be Traley. Well, I'll select a mid-difficulty mission first. Traley, Tardif, and who else? Bertrand and Vavasor. Alright. Yeah, Bertrand is... Wait a second, he can't use Plague Grenade in this position. But all three of Vavasor's important abilities can be used from position 2, so that's the order. And because there's still a wheeled boss we haven't unlocked, I'm probably going with the Cleanse mission in the wheeled. The Feather Crystal, though, is a pretty weak reward. Tome of Holy Healing, but we already have one. Oh, the Candle of Life seemed really impressive until I realized it was Antiquarian only. I think I am going to go with the Cleanse mission, in part because I want to unlock more missions in the Wheeled. So that's the mission we're going on. Oh, cancel embark. Alright, so the Tome of Holy Healing, and then... Alright. Let's outfit Eldritch Killing Incense. And I'm honestly thinking of just giving him the other Eldritch Killing Incense to give him an even further... Oh, I can't equip 2 of those. What else could I give to him? You know, the debuff amulet is pretty good considering how often he inflicts debuffs. And for you, the longevity eye patch. to bring his max HP up to 57. And yeah, the recovery charm. Increased healing received. That just leaves the Plague Doctor. Let's see, the Book of Intuition and the Book of Relaxation. Let's go with those two. His dodge is a little low, but Defender can compensate for that for the most part. Alright. We want plenty of anti-venom. Good number of bandages. There are actually a decent number of curio interactions that use shovels, but I don't need to bring more than 4. Bring plenty of torches. We are going to make camp too. Grab some keys. There are probably few holy water interactions, but there probably aren't none. And now we just pack some food. Since we're going to make camp, I want to bring a pretty sizable amount of food, and I think we're good. Let's embark. Yep, I've had to learn that one the hard way.
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
Well, this is a simple map. I guess it heard me complaining about last time. And we already have a beast carcass. And we get some dubious food. Yay. Oh, we're definitely not going to be going hungry. I also probably should have equipped illumination.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Alright. Start with Weakening Curse. Uneducated savage. Alright, Dazzling Light on the other cutthroat. Also, I can't use Plague Grenade on them either because I have to target an enemy that he can see. Oh, we're gonna have to wait for them to run out of stealth. Well, one thing stealth doesn't get you out of is retribution. Like that. Yeah, keep doing that. Keep it up with the blanket fire. See how long it lasts.
Grievous injury. Palpable fear.
Well, he took some damage, but here we go again!
Ears. Blurred vision. The end approaches.
I'm just gonna use Damon's Pull on the Fusilier. It might kill him. Yep, that was the goal. Wait, does killing an enemy with a move skill also cause them to not leave a corpse? I didn't know that. That is cool. I mean, I've never killed an enemy with a move skill before.
A faint hope blossoms.
Yeah, Riposte has done the majority of the work this fight. And now just quick top everybody's health up a bit.
Slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
And everybody took a bit of damage, but we have a ton of food, so let's just quick heal it. That should be good enough. And our first room battle. Ooh, a new enemy type. Lighted Giant. This is gonna be a challenge. Okay, the Tenacious Crone is human. This is Eldritch. I just realized I don't have anyone on this team who can exploit Mark. Well, what that really mainly means is Weakening Curse is going to be my main focus, since it reduces the enemy's damage and prot. But I think I want to kill the fungal battery first, especially since I have sacrificial stab. Actually, I think that was a mistake. Ow. Okay, got anti-venom. Because the thing is, as long as the fungal battery is alive, I can target the crone with blight. Oh yay, shuffle. I'm actually going to use Defender on the Plague Doctor.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Alright, Dazzling Light on the Giant.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
And Sacrificial Stab. Embrace the dark. Ooh, stress. Okay, you move back one.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
On hindsight, I probably should have just moved the Man-at-Arms forward. Let's just do that now. Okay, so his total stun resist is 120. My total stun chance is 120. Let's just stun the crone then. And let's finish the crone off with Plague Grenade. She resisted it. Wait, it doesn't matter because since she was stunned this turn, the next time she actually gets a turn, she does die. Well, let's use Divine Comfort then. Not a whole lot else for the Vestal to do in this situation. Let's see, Retribution would probably be a mistake, so let's just use Crush. Tree Branch. What terrible strength! Wow! Well, let's use Weakening Curse on that. And Noxious Blast. And to top it all off, let's... Wait, 70% resistance. What? Yeah, let's Rampart this guy. Perhaps I should have used Defender, but Divine Grace. Oh, 12. Alright, Sacrificial Stab. Does a lot of damage, even though he's not Eldritch. Just keep Noxious Blast. Keep Noxious Blasting him. His total stun resistance is 120. Rampart actually still has a... I'm not risking it for 10%. I'm going to use Defender. And Divine Grace again to fully heal the Occultist, or mostly heal the Occultist.
A dizzying blow to body and...
Wow. And Defender did matter. Without that increased prot, he'd be in even worse shape. That attack hurts a lot. Well, your stun resistance is back to normal. So I can do that to you again. Though normal is 70%, so this guy is durable. Well, this should finish him.
The ground quakes.
Excise that tumor. No, he's only taking 6 per round. Well, Crush should do it. There we go.
Size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Alright, this is going to be a bit of a trip. Troubling Effigy. Oh, Holy Water. Unyielding. I'm probably locking that in when we get back. A Man-at-Arms with hard-skinned and unyielding. This is a good hero to have. And yep, there's Bertrand's quirk kicking in. I'll try to call it Bertrand's quirk. Alright. Now we got a trap in this hallway. Viking, remember the trap. Remember that there is a trap. You need to remember the trap.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Okay, so the Occultist is 50%. The Plague Doctor is 50%. The Vestal is 40%. Which means the Man-at-Arms... Wait, no, they're... The occultist probably has 50% because of his higher resolve level. And it failed anyway.
Watch your step.
How much is he bladed for? He's only bladed for a little bit. Though, that is why we bring numerous antivenoms in this area. Ooh. Quivering ectoplasm. Well, let's light up a torch so we can better see the quivering ectoplasm. And sacrificial stab.
Annihilated.
Which means this fight is kind of over, because the only thing that the bone conscripts can really do is serve as roadblocks. They barely inflict damage. If they hit at all.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And Noxious Blast. Incision does more base damage, but Incision wouldn't have killed him anyway. We have found
at least promises success.
We have found a lot of gold. Now to balance that out, we have found 0 heirloom. I guess my luck works both ways, apparently.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
I'll drop the Onyx. I guess my luck works both ways. Whenever I notice something, it stops being true. Like reality itself is trolling me. Okay. It'd be nice to know if these two rooms have room battles in them. This one does. Ah, hunger. Well, fortunately, we have a lot of food because we found a rotted animal carcass and we are apparently vultures.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
And we found even more gold. Well, we have a lot of gold already, but honestly, gold is always good. Also, one of these days I'm actually going to remember to equip Illumination. Well, for now, Weakening Curse. See if we can reduce his damage.
A devastating blow.
Alright. Okay, and you know, I've hurt myself in the past by doing this, but the combination of Blanket Fire, Slice and Dice, and Rain of Whips, Retribution really is the best move right now. I need to keep Tardif healed, but he can bypass stealth. He can damage all of them every round, probably. This is effective. Let's see if the Weakening Curse debuff stacks. It does. Yep, Blanket Fire. Take your punishment. And he's out now. Okay, he's using Shank rather than Slice and Dice. And, I'm frightened now. Also, he is really resistant to, Blight. Oh, I'm gonna use Defender to protect the Plague Doctor and give me more opportunities to riposte. Alright. And Rain of Whips. And Rain of Shields. Also, I assume that reducing his prot will never get to the point where he has negative prot. I feel like using Daemon's Pull. Noxious Blast. His Blight resistance is only 40%. What's going on?
Life is taken.
His stun resistance is only 45%. What's going on? This is the luckiest cutthroat in the history of the universe. Well, he's dead now.
Broken. Maintain the offensive.
Alright. And Riposta's ended, so I can't exploit that anymore. And we've actually taken considerable damage. He's not bleeding for that much, but we have a lot of bandages. Well, Your stun resistance is high, but I think we can still break through it. Bandage. Divine Comfort. Yeah, Noxious Blast blights him for more damage. Love the blight. Embrace the blight. And I'm actually going to just use Defender to get a chance to heal again. And I'm just going to use Divine Grace to get Vavasaur back to full. Whoa. Even with critical healing, that's, Even with critical healing, that's new. I'm willing to drop 1 torch for 1,000 gold. Alright. We're not quite at the point, I'd say, where we need to rest yet. Though we may end up not needing to rest at all, honestly, with how this mission is going. The stress levels are a little high. Okay, got a curio. An empty sack! My favorite kind of curio. Took one step too far.
Bring to life with a singular purpose.
Well, and hunger. I think after this room battle, we're gonna make camp. Okay, fungal batteries and fungal grabbers. Alright. I can start wearing the grabbers down with Plague Grenade. Even with their high blight resistance, I can overcome it. Let's see. Let's get this into position so that we can punish it. Unfortunately, this is kind of an odd team composition, so part of the problem is we don't actually have a lot of firepower. I mean, we can make it, but it's kind of difficult. Oh great, Ren's the Marked. Ow. Well, and Harmless Swipe because he's out of position. Well, see now. Just gonna keep trying to blight them and marginally succeeding. Oh yay, Escape Cloud.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Well, you see, here's the thing about the Man-at-Arms. He's already marked. So I can use Retribution now. There's no reason not to. He's gonna be hit by Ren the Marked either way. And Weakening Curse. Let's take away some of that prot. Reign of Blight is a bit of a problem yet, though. Be nice if the Riposte hadn't missed. Of course, the other benefit of Ren the Marked is I can use Divine Grace because they're mostly targeting a single hero. Alright. Okay, one of the fungal batteries is out. The other one is not out.
Precision.
Alright. Sacrificial Stab. And there we go. Now we just have to deal with the blighted one.
Destroy them all.
Divine Comfort. Those increased healing trinkets are sure helping. Though I am really wishing that I'd brought some heroes with a bit more firepower. That 50 prot is kind of a problem. Alright, Sacrificial Stab, we'll put that one down next turn. Unfortunately, or Riposte will put it down first. Alright. I'm just going to use Ren the Marked, which will miss, and it will die. Alright.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Alright. There. Now we have enough inventory space for everything. And
Gathered
feast.
close in tenuous firelight, and uneasy companionship.
Alright. Okay, so he can't cure her blight, so it's not that bad of blight. Alright, let's start with Sanctuary to prevent nighttime ambush. Oh, wound care. She can remove her own bleeding and blight. Oh, no, she can't. You can't use wound care on yourself. But Vavasur can use wound care to remove her blight. And let's see. Well, I think I'm gonna go with weapons practice, and then pep talk on the Vestal so she doesn't receive as much stress. And that's the end of camping.
The light, the promise of safety.
Alright. And we continue exploring. A torch at last. Okay, this is going to be a thing. Well, let's start with taking out the quivering ectoplasm.
Obliterated.
Uneducated savage. Let's see if we can stun the towering ectoplasm. Let's see if we can blight it. Oh, it does have 80% blight resistance. Now, let's see if we can stun the quivering ectoplasm. Alright. Should be able to finish this one off. Haha! Another critical, too. Vavasur is showing everybody how it's done. Yeah, high blight resistance or not, I will blight you. Big slime! Okay, it has 33% prot. It no longer has elevated stun resistance. So its stun resistance is 95%. May as well try to keep it stunned. And Judgment. And Weakening Curse, because its prot is too damn high. And its accuracy keeps going down every time I use Noxious Blast, too. And Crush. Just good old-fashioned Crush. That's back to basics. Its total stun resistance is 145%. Yeah, Dazzling Light is not going to work on that. So congratulations, Towering Ectoplasm. You finally get a turn. If you survive this.
Their cursed champion falls.
Alright. Protection Stone. That's worth giving up the 250 gold. And that's the end of the mission. I'm actually going to continue adventuring. Things have gone well, especially since there are no more... Let's see, Traveler's Hut. Medicinal herbs? Nope. Shovel? Nope. Skeleton Key? No. Torch? Well, all we got left is bandages, and screw it, there aren't going to be any more room battles. But let's keep exploring, since, well, there are no more room battles. There's not a whole lot of danger left.
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
I mean...
Now it must be carried home.
there are still those, and there are still hallway battles. And speak of the devil. Okay. Yeah, Weakening Curse is good. Should really stick to bringing Vavasur when we have someone to exploit marking, but... You know, he's pretty good no matter what with his ability to reduce enemies' damage and prot. And Noxious Blast to reduce accuracy. And Dazzling Light, just because I don't feel like letting you have a turn this time. Oh yeah, go ahead. Use Blanket Fire. See what it gets you. Ah, Slice and Dice. That's definitely a good idea, and definitely won't get you.
Clarified in a single strike.
Okay, I seem to have overextended myself a little bit. There, that's what's supposed to happen when Riposte is active. And he dies now. Or not. Oh, Plague Grenade should take care of both of them. There they go. That just leaves these guys. He's bladed for 6, and he only has 4. He'll die next turn. And he'll die this turn.
Unbalanced.
Now, Tardif is taking quite a bit of damage. So have several people.
Sedated.
And crush. And the occultist gets to finish him off.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
You know, Sacrificial Stab is kind of appropriate for that one because the enemy was going to die either way, since he was blighted for more than his remaining hit points. So it's kind of appropriate that we're like just ritualistically finishing him off if he's dead no matter what. 500 gold, yay!
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Well, let's see if there's a curio or treasure or something in here. There is literally nothing. Well, we've been everywhere we need to be. Let's go back to the hamlet.
The agents of pestilence will yet be driven from our woods.
Can only hope so. Honestly, I wish every mission went that well. That's not true. Things would get boring if they always went the way I wanted them to. It's the surprise that keeps things fun. Though this was a pretty heirloom-light mission. A little heavy on disease, though. Bertrand resisted disease several times, and Tardif actually is diseased. Spasm of the Entrails. And he has Nymphomania, increased stress heal received in the brothel. Bertrand has Healer's Gift, that's nice. I think we need to lock that in. Traley is irrepressible, plus 5% virtue chance.
There is a great horror beneath the manor. A crawling chaos that must be destroyed.
So we are going to need to put together a team to take on the... We're going to need to put together a team to take on some of those mid-level bosses. Which, since I just leveled all of our... almost all of our Resolve level 3 people into Resolve level 4... Wait, Resolve level 4 heroes can take on veteran level bosses. Where's my head at? We actually are now in a situation of probably having a good team for taking on a lot of those bosses. I mean, Vavasur is now Resolve level 5, but he's just gonna kind of be warming the bench with Cardinal until a Houndmaster or Bounty Hunter catches up to him. Anyway, Tardif, we're gonna cure your disease. I mean, it's not that bad of a disease, but we also really don't want you to have it. And where is she? Traley, I am locking in Irrepressible. It's only 5%, and it still costs a fair amount of gold, but you know what? A permanent 5% virtue chance, that's quite good. I'm going for that. Why the leather straps? But, with 2 quests under our belt, and finally a second Resolve level 5 hero, this is going to be the end for this part. So, thank you all for watching. I love you all, and I will see you next time.